Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Couch Potato Queens Reality Realness combo.
Woo!
Hi, Chantele. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. I love nothing better than to have to come on live with some breaking news, with some happenings for Big Brother 23. Pumped to be here.
Oh, we are excited. There's so much in the news right now. There's a full Big Brother game being played before the game starts. So, what are your thoughts going into what we're talking about today?
Well, I have to say that it's not specifically the same reason, but this happened for Big Brother Canada as well, as that when the cast was released, or right when it was released, they had to take out somebody and replace them with somebody new. So I'm wondering if this is going to be indicative that it's going to be a really good season. I'm going to use that as a little bit of lore and a little bit of superstition that if you have to do a last minute switch out, the season's going to be awesome.
I totally agree. There's so much to expect. And honestly, now with this new edition, which I am so excited to talk about our new cast member, this season is going to be great. I really want to be optimistic. We got a horrible season last year. Sorry, being honest. But this season I think is going to be really good.
I definitely have high hopes as well. I mean, I know that we've had, in my opinion, not the best seasons in the past 4 or 5, maybe even 6 years. They haven't been what I remember Big Brother to be. But I really, when I'm looking at this cast, I feel hopeful. I feel excited. I feel like there is something different about the approach of the people that they're putting together in this game. And I'm really hoping that it translates into an amazing season. So I'm so optimistic, so optimistic. So optimistic.
Gods, let's go. I love it. Well, I want to give shout outs here. Hi, Lewis. How are you?
Hey.
Yeah, Madam Caliente.
I know it's been such a busy day, so I can't believe that there's so much gossip.
There's a lot to discuss today. I'm shocked that the show hasn't even started yet, and I feel like it has. I feel like we're at day one.
Right? I mean, I'm so excited though to get into the actual house. There's something about Big Brother. I mentioned it when we talked the last time, but it's my summer show. It's I get super excited the week before. You're okay, the cast is dropping. Oh my God, who's gonna be in the house? Oh my God. And then the game begins, and just even hearing Julie Chen and the music and the dun dun dun. And I'm Big Brother time. So it's almost here. We got 2 more days. We got lots of content to talk about today, so I am excited.
Yes. I am ready for hello and welcome to Big Brother. I'm Julie Chen, your host. I'm ready. Let's do this.
I just got goosebumps. I'm so dramatic.
I can do a good Julie impression, but first, no.
Well, thank you, Sophie. We would love to be on Big Brother. So if you're hearing us over there, CBS, cast us.
Top secret twist, y'all. We're gonna go on Canada together and US. I'll just pretend I'm Canadian. We're good.
Now, I really hope though that maybe they can take a page out of Survivor US's book and allow Canadians to be able to compete. I'm assuming the reason why it's such a conflict of interest is because of the fact that cash money winnings and having to pay taxes and stuff like that. I'm assuming that that's why it's challenging, but I'll pay the 30%. I'm still going to get the exact same amount in Canadian because I think the exchange is 17 right now. So I'm fine with winning 500,000, giving the 30% to taxes and taking home my 500,000 Canadian. I'm into it.
Perfect. By the way, I'm going to be, Chantele, I'm having a little technical difficulty. I'm going to be back in 20 seconds, literally. So, so live show. So
no problem. So let's see what you guys are saying here. So who drafted the girl that got replaced today? Sophie. I drafted the girl that got replaced today. It was me. So I will be getting back the new person. We will talk about it a little bit more when Josh gets back. We'll talk about her. We'll talk. 2 of you. You gotta get rid of the top one.
We're good. All the way back. We're good to go now. Amazing. All right. So you can see me. We're good.
I can see you. We're good. Yes.
Perfect. Yay. I guess I just got booted. It was, I got evicted by a vote of all the audience to everyone. Josh, you've been evicted. It's great.
We're good. No, who's going to be your replacement?
You know what? Claire replacement. Sam, Alex. We have a few couch potato queen options. So I don't know. Amazing. But with that said, Chantele, are we ready to get started on our first topic?
I am ready to get started on our first topic.
All right. So the big shakeup, the drama that's going on right now is that Christy, our bald-headed goddess, has dropped out of the cast and has been replaced with another contestant. And this news was circling on the internet yesterday. So I got like 4 people messaging me, Christy's out, someone else is in. I'm like, what? The show hasn't even started yet. Chantele, what were your thoughts when you first heard this?
Well, I was like, I think the first statement that came out was that there was a family emergency. So I was really worried that something very serious happened to somebody in her family, that she wasn't going to be able to compete. I was also thinking like, my team, like, what if I get back somebody that sucks? Like, I don't know if she would be the best player, but I felt that she was going to be going far. And I was hoping that she was going to be able to learn on the fly. I'm a dancer. She's a dancer. And there's a lot of other dancers in the house. So I thought that she would have had that, really built into going far in this game. And so I was saddened by it. And also, I saw a lot of posts of people really happy that there is bald women, queen representation on the show for the first time. People really felt seen. So I was a little bit disappointed that we weren't going to be able to see that representation play out. But I was just shocked that it was a woman, because it seems when it's someone that can't go into the house, it's usually a man. And you're always like, what did they say? What did they do? Are they racist? Like, I'm just like, all these things are going through my head. I'm like, oh, is this something family? Oh, did she say something racist? Like, what is it? So a lot of things were swirling around.
I know there was a lot going around. Like, was it she made a comment? Was it they found something in her past, like the guy from Canada? Like, everyone was thinking it was the same as the guy from Canada last season. But I guess the truth is, and she posted today that she had tested positive for COVID. And I do want to add in there, she is vaccinated. So she did get COVID while vaccinated. So she's showing no symptoms of it, but she did test positive for it, which is unfortunate for her.
That's really, really unfortunate. Just because, we're playing this game and we want everybody to be safe, and like we're in dire times. Like, it's completely different than we really expected to be watching Big Brother. And they were able to get through a season with everybody being okay last year. I know that some people didn't make it onto the cast because of a positive test or a couple positive tests, but I just thought that they would have had everything kind of nipped in the bud. I didn't think that this was going to take someone out of the game.
It's unfortunate. I think you were saying this earlier, but she was growing on me a little bit. When I first saw the cast, I'm like, she is totally a recruit, never watched Big Brother in her life, not even know the show. They have her there for a story. But I watched her videos, read her interviews a little bit more, and I'm like, I actually like her. Yes, she's a recruit, but I think she had a lot to bring to the show. I think she would have been good for it. So it is unfortunate to see her not be in the cast, but
yeah. And I wonder, I don't really understand how the vaccine works, how she's still contracting it. I'm so confused by all the science of it all. And so I'm just wondering if it's just something that, if you're double vaccinated, eventually even a positive COVID test won't matter anymore. I'm just wondering if this is just because it's so new, why is being taken so serious. I just don't really understand. Or is it because there's some people that are in the cast that aren't double vaccinated that they can't maybe risk or whatnot?
Exactly. And, to each their own. For me personally, I am vaccinated fully, have been for a few months, and happy about that. But if they don't, I'm not going to judge people for people's opinions. Everyone's entitled to an opinion and their views. So that's their thing. But I know that she had said it in her thing, or there's either an article or she said it in her statement. She said actual video statement of it. But she, from what it, and I'm not a doctor here, I'm responding beeping. She was vaccinated, but if you are vaccinated, I'm pretty sure you can still get it, but like with no symptoms, and it won't kill you. Basically, that's what the vaccine does. So you can still get it, and I'm pretty sure, not a doctor here, so I can't really, give
Yeah,
a
that's what I want to know more about. But I'm wondering if it's because of other house guests that may not have been vaccinated yet, which is why maybe she can't be able to continue on. Like maybe if she had COVID, but everybody was double vaxxed, then they might be able to go through with it. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure, but unfortunate.
No, it is unfortunate, but with that said, I am very excited to talk about our new house guest. Yes,
I think I lucked out here.
Did we luck out? We went from a recruit to a super fan. Like, what?
And she's on my team because I just assume that we're not going to do a whole new draft. I'm just going to take the random person. Well, I'm sure that's who was her alternate, like I feel like they must be kind of similar. Like even with the Big Brother Canada, the guy that wasn't able to participate, the guy that replaced him was kind of similar. So I'm sure like maybe she has some sort of story that might be a little bit similar, or they have some qualities that are a bit similar. But I'm very happy to take on Claire as my house guest.
Yes, and I can give you a little background about her because I've studied this girl. I'm like literally, she's like my favorite ever contestant. She's 24. She's from Ohio. She's an engineer. So I'm from Michigan, fellow Detroiter up here. She went to U of M. So she went to undergrad there. Now, again, she's an engineer. I think she lives in New York. But the really cool fact about Claire, and me and Chantele are from the org community a little bit. So we've, dabbled in orgs, which are the online reality games. Claire actually is a co-creator of one of the college games that they play. It's called Survivor Michigan. So I will give a shout out to Survivor Michigan. Actually, once the video is posted, I'll put a link in the bottom for Survivor Michigan so you guys can see it. But it's a full Survivor game that they play and they edit and make into episodes that they've been doing for like 3 or 4 years now. Claire created it, so she's a mega fan. It's so cool.
Yeah, I just love anybody that is as geeky about reality TV as we are. I've definitely been involved in many of an online reality game, and that's just to prove that I do love this show. A lot of people are like, why do you want to go on Big Brother? Just to like get famous? I'm like, I actually would prefer not to be known for going on Big Brother. I want to be known maybe for winning, but it's for the love of the game. And I love people that love the social strategy games, that are willing to do it for free, that are willing to create it to allow people to have this epic experience. She's one of us, and I'm totally down with having one of us on my team.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. And by the way, Chantele, if you went on Big Brother, I think you could win because you are so likable and fun and such like a good personality.
First.
Yeah, no, I don't think you'd be out first. I think I'd be out first, or like I'd probably be out fourth. I'd be like the Audrey. Honestly, I'd probably like overplay and just be such a hot mess. But I would go to the veto ceremony. I would. Or maybe I wouldn't.
I mean, that blanket moment was epic.
It was iconic. She played that. But I think you could win. I think so. I think our audience would say so. If you guys think Chantele would win, let us know. I think she would win. So
I mean, I wouldn't play to lose.
Amazing. Yeah. I know Joseph was talking about how she created Survivor in New York as well, which I did not know that. So she created 2 of them. This girl's amazing.
Wait, I'm thinking of Survivor Brooklyn. That's the one that's a little more famous that Andrea Balke played, and I think Zeke also played. Correct?
This is, I'm pretty sure, quote me if I'm wrong, but Survivor New York was at NYU.
No, so I'm just differentiating. That's 2 completely different things. I was thinking like, is that the same thing? Like, no, they're running around Brooklyn, I believe. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's really cool that they do these. I wish when I was in college they would have done these, but unfortunately back in my days at Michigan State University, they didn't do this back then, but I should have started it.
I mean, it's so epic. Like, I've hosted 2 seasons of a live reality game. It's a long weekend of Big Brother where we do like all the twists, living in a mansion. I know, right? We've had to shut down for the last 2 years because of COVID. Because we usually do it on the long weekend. We'll see if it, pardon?
Is it in Canada?
Yeah, it's in London, Ontario. So definitely, like, I know what it takes, but I know how good it feels. I was running all the diary room sessions of all the players, and like even that alone, as a super fan, I was just obsessed with like hearing people's strategy and what they think is going on in the game and like how they're viewing the game. And so I would just take all the different videos and ask them all the different questions. So I had an insider's look at people, how the game was playing from the inside, and then see it unfold on the inside. It's pretty awesome to produce. So I'm happy that she's getting that that perspective as well, Miss Claire. I'm into her.
Very nice. I'm excited for her too.
I think they must have an Instagram video up from CBS of hers. Do you think we can take a look at that? Because I haven't seen much of her yet. I've only heard a little bit about Claire, and I want to see what her vibe is.
Let's share the screen. I'm on my Twitter right now. This is a picture of Claire. Perfect. I don't know if I have. Oh yeah, you know what? I have a video from her on the Instagram account. So let's go there. Let's stop sharing. I'm going to reshare really quick. Share screen and stories on Instagram. There we go. All right. So this is a video of Queen Claire, as I call her. So here's like just a little fun little bit of her. All right.
Old and I'm an AI engineer. One positive word to describe me is that I'm intelligent. One negative word to describe me is that I am messy.
I am obsessed with her. She's just
I mean, I think she's not very used to being in front of the camera, which is hilarious. I wonder what she went through, because she probably got the call that says, I'm sorry, you made it to the top 25, but unfortunately, we're not going to have you be part of the season. Like, she probably got that news and then gets the, hey, we need you after all. What an experience she must have had there.
So what actually happened is they fly them out plus alternates to LA. So Claire was out there in LA quarantining. I think that's how they still do it this season. And she was probably told she was an alternate is what happened. And to be told you're an alternate and still have to sit there and agree to it and then be told you made the cast, incredible. Definitely.
Yeah, she was definitely top 25. Because that's how they do it in Canada anyways, is that you get to the top 25 and then they choose their 16 house guests or whatever amount that they're doing, and then the other 8 or 9, whatever it is, go home. But I guess they're essentially the alternates, but top 25 is usually when they get there.
Oh, for sure. And then Joseph saying, imagine right now, rumors are true that Taryn was on the cast. There were rumors that Taryn was on the cast.
Taryn, I didn't talk to him directly, but we were in the same meeting, and like he didn't have his video on, and so we were still like even joking with him, like, are you from Sequester right now, and you're pretending like you're in this meeting because I don't know. But no, Taryn is not on the show. I don't think he would actually do it. He analyzes the show so often that people would be just so highly critical of everything that he does in there that I don't think that it would be enjoyable for him. And I don't know if he'd actually do that well, because like he'd be really second guessing everything that he does. But he did decently well when he played Sequester. I think he was in 5th place.
Oh, when they did the Sequester for RHAP?
He didn't play the RHAP one. They did one for social media influencers or something.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, I think he'd do well because Taryn is very well spoken and he's a really good listener, which I tried to learn from with working with him when I did. So that's a really good thing about him. He's so good at just going with the flow, saying the facts, and like getting what needs to get out. You know.
And I also think what he's really good at is like seeing the optimal strategy right away. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of instinctual for him as to what is the best move for each person. And I have a little bit of that, but I think that he's really, really good at like nailing it right away.
Oh, definitely. So yeah, with that said, like I'm really excited about this cast. Like now with Claire being in it, I really think it's a great balance. And I think personally with this, we could get our first ever female alliance. I don't want to jinx it, but I think we could. I
mean, I want to believe it because I would try to be part of a female alliance if I was ever playing Big Brother. But it's interesting that women don't seem to want to work together. They always want to be the last woman standing and the one with the guys. It's very strange that it doesn't usually happen. It's kind of sad, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want to show you something. Go ahead.
Okay. So another thing about Claire, when she was filling out like her answers to her questions, her favorite dynamic duos are Danielle Reyes and Lisa from Big Brother 3 and June and Allison from Big Brother 4. Like she wants an all-girl duo, and Asa wants an all-girl duo. Like there's some girls in there that don't want to work with guys or showmances. Like Asa and Claire, I think, are going to work together. Maybe Hannah, throw it in there. Maybe Tiffany. Like it could happen.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tiffany and Azah work together. Well, let's look at, just so we can know here, I kind of was able to find out some of these zodiac signs of these people. Actually, I guess I can show you my list. Hold on. Where do I have that? Is that here? Yeah. Okay, I do have it here. If you just give me access, I'll show you my little, I haven't posted this yet.
I'm going to stop sharing, so then I think you
can... So I'll show you this. I didn't think that I was going to do this, but here
we go. We're showing that. Sophie, interesting to see Christmas show up for a challenge.
No. What? Sorry, no. Christmas is canceled.
Yeah, Christmas is very canceled. If there's a Hanukkah, I'm down with Hanukkah coming, but no Christmas.
Exactly. So maybe I can zoom in a little bit. Sorry, I was still making this up on Canva, but these are all the zodiac signs of these house guests. So if we're looking at just sign-wise, the signs that are going to work best together are going to be air and fire, and then earth and water. So basically the outer rows are going to work best together, and then the inner rows there are going to work best together. So I could see then maybe Azah and Claire working together, because Gemini and Sagittarius, they're actually also opposites. So they're going to be very alike. They're going to kind of want to be social butterflies, but they also work really, really well together. So that's a very big possibility. Who else do I think will be good here? And same with Leo. So maybe that would be a really bomb.com trio if it's like Tiffany, Azah, and Claire, the trio. Woo! That would be so good, and would be two of my people together. Yay!
Yeah, I would love it. And I really want after Dave Vaughn made that speech last season, which I showed this to my roommate yesterday because she's kind of Sam of Potato Queens. I showed him Dave Vaughn's speech and she got evicted. We need a woman of color to win this season. It has to happen. It has to happen. And I mean,
is it bad that I'm selfish that I want to be the first?
Oh wait, has it happened in Canada?
No.
Well, you can be the first in Canada.
Okay, fine.
Like Davon's speech last season was just so moving. I want someone to get up there and be like, Davon last season Quoted Cassandra, Danielle Reyes, like Tamar Braxton, and I want to be that woman that goes down in Big Brother history. I want this speech to happen. I want it to happen so bad. I hope production does too, and I hope everyone does. I hope the people in this house want it to happen. And like, I could see it. Aza is incredible, has such a good bio. Like, I think Aza or even Tiffany could do it. I want them to. I want them to make a run for this.
I'm here for it. I would love to see that happen. I think that the women are very strong in this cast. Definitely. I wouldn't be surprised so with the middle two rows there being earth and water, I could see maybe Hannah and Kyland and Xavier maybe making some sort of trio or something. Even bring in Alyssa there. That could be, like this little grouping right here.
I think so.
I could see them all working together. They aesthetically look gorgeous together. Maybe it'll be like two sets of, couples there.
Kylan seems so like lovable now that I've seen like his videos. He from his bio, because he wrote like literally a trilogy novel as his bio. I'm like, this guy's gonna annoy me, but like his videos, he seems very sweet and lovable.
Absolutely. I'm assuming that you're referring to the Twitter videos that were uploaded of him speaking about his life as a Black man and his experiences growing up when he was 13 or so. Was that what you were mentioning?
I didn't see that. No, I was talking his little 3-part video that was on Instagram. That thing.
Oh, well, the video that he posted then, there's 2 parts, and I don't know if he posted it, or somebody else did, but he was speaking about he lived in a nice neighborhood with his father, I believe. Sorry if I'm paraphrasing. This is just me misremembering probably.
Yeah.
But when he was about 13 years old, he was, I think, taking out some trash or something like that, and there was like helicopters flying over top of them, and he hears somebody over like a megaphone being like, "Put your hands up," and he didn't even realize that they were talking to him. And he just remember his father saying to him, if there's ever a policeman that ever asks you to do anything, you always say yes, sir, and like put your hands up and listen completely. And so he had his hands up. All these cop cars came and like they came out and drew their guns at him, thinking that he was somebody. And I think his dad came home at the same time, and they're like, "What's going on here with my son?" And then they realized that they had the wrong person. But that is an experience that he had just being Black in a suburban neighborhood at 13 years old. If he made the wrong move, he would have been taken down in a stream of bullets. So he was just speaking about that experience, and it was quite moving.
Good, and that's awesome. And I feel like I get the vibe once he gets in that house, people are really gonna like him. I think that he's a likable person. He's a Cancer, so Cancers are more like
nurturing.
Nurturing. They're more emotional. So I feel like he'd be more of an emotional player, which I feel like he's someone that could go deep in the game based on what I'm seeing. And now seeing his sign, I think Cancers do actually really well in the game.
Yeah, it depends on how things shake out. Obviously, it's going to be a battle of the fire versus, the fire and air versus earth and water. It's pretty evenly matched. I think it's more balanced with the water and the fire, just because water and the earth, because it's 4 and 4, and then the other one it's 5 and 3. So, but strategically, air and fire are going to be better, essentially, than the emotional way that the middle 2 rows are going to interact. If you think about it, Brother Canada this season was mostly water and earth signs, and it was messy, right? It was pretty messy. There was no strategy. Nobody was like trying to like really create their path to the end. They were just like, I'm just going to react. I'm just going to do this. And that's a little bit more of an emotional play. And I think that's due to the fact that there was no air signs in there. Air signs are all going to be really heady, analytical, thinking, creating strategy. Like that's the air way. There was no air signs in Big Brother Canada. There was pretty much only the other 3. So I think that we're going to have strategy in here. And so it may be challenging for the middle 2 rows to keep up.
I love that. Hi, Afri. How are ya? Welcome to the show. And then also we have Sophie saying I look like Seth Rogen. That is a compliment, so I appreciate that. I hope I'm just as funny as him. I hope. I really hope.
I mean, I'd be funny as him. He's pretty funny.
I did like
his money too.
Yeah, there you go. But honestly, to quote Chantele with the signs, I think now knowing that Brent is a Scorpio, I think Brent could be an early boo.
But I mean, I agree. Like when I saw this Scorpio, I was like, oh man. Yeah. But he has other people that he's going to be compatible with. So it depends on who wins the first HOH. If it's somebody, if it's an air sign, he's like, if it's one of the three on the bottom. So who's that? Brittany, Claire, or Travis? Like if it's one of the three of them, I doubt that he would be able to like make it pass, because if he's annoying and he's a water sign and he's emotional and he kind of makes things very watery, then I don't think that they're going to want to keep him around. But if it's going to be an earth sign or another water sign, I think that he's going to be okay. So basically half the house he'll be okay and half the house he will not be okay. But I'm sad that he's a Scorpio. Sorry, Scorpios. I mean, there's so many Scorpios that I love in this world, but sometimes they're challenging in these kind of dynamics.
Yes. Well, there's two sides of Scorpio. And I think Brent is the other side of Scorpio. And I think Brent is going to, is it not Brent? Why am I saying Derek? Why am I mixing up Brent? What am I talking about? Derek F is the other side of Scorpio. And I think Derek F is going to be loved. I think everyone's going to love him. He's going to be like the life of the party from the videos that I'm seeing.
I can see that, but I can also see him maybe getting offended by something that someone says, or like if somebody goes against their word, or like if someone makes a deal and then goes back on it. Like I can see him getting emotional about it and like lashing out. Usually what happens with Scorpio is that they're great friends. They're very compassionate. They're very caring. But if you do them wrong, they'll attack.
You get the stinger.
Yes. So I'm hopefully optimistic because I thought his videos were great, but I'm worried about him being with all these air and fire people that just don't give two Fs, right?
That is true. And okay, so what are your thoughts on Brittany? So did you see all her dance videos? Like, what are your thoughts on her?
I mean, I always like an air sign. I'm an air sign, so I get along with them in general. Her videos, they aren't my cup of tea. I personally find her a little bit annoying and a little bit like, are you really that happy? Like, really? Like,
it's a little fake.
So it's a little bit too cheerleader for TikTok for me to be into it. I appreciate that she's enjoying herself. I appreciate that she loves dancing. I appreciate that she has 100 and something thousand followers. Like, get that coin, girl. Go for it. But to me, she just seems like she's too annoying, and she's just going to be like a hype man, and like sometimes people want to be hyped.
Okay, yeah, let's, Joseph says something. Brittany's a cool person. She talks in long, run-on sentences. I forgot who, but once I couldn't talk. Okay, well, yes, they were posting the interviews, and because Brittany's was so long, Christian and Hannah couldn't even get their questions in.
Oh. Brutal.
She is my sign. I am a Gemini. I'm June 5th, so I just had my birthday. Just turned my age, you know. But yeah, I can relate to her because we're very air sign. We're free spirit. We want to have so much fun, but there's like a point where like so much fun is too much fun and starts annoying people. And I mean, I'm even kind of annoyed. It's just too much. And I could really see this girl being like not the first boo, but being like that character that goes like that contestant that goes up the first week as the target, like either like the first easy target or she'll get like vetoed and someone else a bigger target will get put up.
Yeah, I need to see her get in there because Geminis are really great at making friends. So hopefully she will be able to adapt. You know, like that's just her personality on TikTok is that bubbly, super like, hopefully she has other sides of herself that are less annoying. And yeah, I mean, I want her to do well because I'm rooting for Team Fire Air. So hopefully she'll figure it out. Hopefully she can get a bestie in. Maybe she's going to become friends with Sarah, Leo and Gemini together.
I could see that because Sarah is also very like, Sarah has two sides to her though. Like she has this really cool cosplay side to her. Like there's like photos of her, I don't know, from her like Instagram or whatnot, where she's like full on cosplay, and it's so cool the stuff that she does. But she has this like Nicole Anthony side to her as well, like the Bronte, like that character. So Sarah could be.
So I could see her, and even maybe bringing in Derek X into the mix. Like that could be a trio that I could see going down. So I'm not out on Brittany because she's an air sign. I think that she's more capable of doing well than if she had that personality and was like a Scorpio or like a Virgo or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. And speaking of Derek X, he's growing on me. First of all, he is the trade of this season. I think he is like the hottest guy in the cast. Like looking at it now, like Derek X is a cutie.
He's a cutie. I don't think he's the hottest guy in the cast.
I mean, well, I think Christian's really cute now too. After they've shown all his pictures, I'm like, Christian can work. Xavier can work. No, I forgot about Xavier.
Christian our no pick? Christian, the one that we didn't pick, you think he's the best thing?
Christian's cute though. No, okay. So like Brent and Travis are just total douchebags. So no, I do not think they're cute because of their personalities. Xavier is a beautiful man. Derek X, cute, and Christian. Those are like the three that I think are the hotties this season.
Not even Kylan? Oh, poor guy.
Oh, Kylan too. Oh.
Everybody's actually pretty good. It's a pretty good looking cast. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
They're all cute.
So, any more thoughts about the astrology, or do you want me to get rid of this off the screen?
I think we're good on the astrology. I think yeah. So, all right. Well,
go ahead,
Chantele.
I was gonna say, like, are we gonna take a look at the house? I heard that the house dropped some pictures. Yes. I haven't taken a look yet. I decided to save my reaction for it right now. So I'm gonna be like,
yeah, we have a little video. There is a video of the house. So let me share my screen now.
And just to add, Sophie over there says that they think I look like Naomi Campbell. I'll take it. Slash, though, not gonna lie, I don't think I look like Naomi Campbell, but I was watching Making the Cut with Heidi Klum and I forget his name right now. And Naomi Campbell is one of the judges. And sometimes I was like, oh, I kind of look like her sometimes. I can see it a little bit.
I love it though. Hey, you could pass her Naomi Campbell.
Like, okay, hold on. This is my old headshot. I just looking over here, and it's a little bit Naomi Campbell-esque.
Yes! Work!
This is old, though. Really old.
Oh, you look incredible. I mean, you still look incredible. Chantele, you're a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
You know, I mean, I do like men, but, like, you're stunting.
Thank you.
Okay, wait, random when we got here. Brent's brothers are drag queens. Is that a true fact? Do we know that?
Does that make you like him more? It will. I know it will.
Okay, maybe I will like him more. Okay, maybe he can be on my hot list too. Then I'm cool with that. Bring it on.
Well, he's on my team though, so I want people to like him. So
I love that. All right, so let's go to our little house tour right here. So we have a little video. So I'll play that. Oh, okay. All right, so we have our BB Beach Club is the theme here, which I love that. We have the Sea View Lobby, which is the living room. What are your thoughts on this? Has like everything's like a coral theme. Like it looks like it's like under the sea this season is what I'm getting.
Yeah, so I know it's BB Beach House, and I think that I read that Grodner was hoping that because people haven't been able to vacation, that they're going to remind people of like what's it like to be at a beach house or at a rental or at a timeshare or something like that. And so it's going to have, I'm imagining so like very beach themed ideas. So like that blue is either sky blue or ocean blue. And I love it. I mean, I think it's really fun. It's always very gaudy and you're just like, oh my God, like who's designing this? But it also, that gaudiness is what I love about seeing Big Brother houses, because they're not chic in any way. Like they're just so tacky. I'm here for the tacky. I'm here for the kitsch. Like I don't need it to look like it's, in an architectural designs magazine.
Yeah, I think it's cute. I mean, coral's not like 100% my thing, but like I'll make it work. I like the beach, like the sharks, like it looks good. So I think it's good on that, I'm actually more excited about, there's some other rooms in the house that I'm really excited about, truthfully, but this I think can work. I like the pillows. It's fun. Was it no risk, no reward? So like there's like this no risk, no reward theme. So from what it looks like, is it going to be like twists that have to do with that throughout the season?
Yeah, I was talking to you about it before. I still don't fully know what is being proposed, but it seems as though there's going to be an offer that, I don't know if it's the HOH or if it's the team captains, can't refuse. And so I don't know if you remember in BB, like either 2 or 3, both of those I think had those talk to Julie and like, does somebody take the deal and then the house is on a punishment or stuff like that. So it could be something along those lines where those 4 captains have to choose to take a deal or not take a deal, with Julie. And I'm wondering if it's something like if somebody from your team wins, you also win, or, that could be something like, but they risk maybe being nominated the first week or something. So I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, but that's where I'm speculating right now.
Love that. Yeah, I think we're going to have, apparently the first night, there's supposed to be a big twist with the HOH. That's like a double or nothing type thing. So it could be whoever wins HOH has to do another challenge. And if they win, they get like some big prize. But if they lose, HOH probably goes to second place type thing.
Can't wait to see it.
We will
watching live on Wednesday. It's so soon.
I know. All right. So now we're in the kitchen. So the kitchen has like these like sharks and it's like a shark theme to it. I like it.
I really hope they I don't think they have, but I want them to bring back the Lazy Susan with the keys, the key reveal. Like I love that about Big Brother where it's like, you're safe. And then spin it around like, you're safe. Like it's so good.
I love it. I miss that. I miss how they used to do that so much. I don't like just turning the keys. I like the suspense of like how they did it and how they would line the keys up. Like some people would do that strategically. So people were pulling keys, people they don't like. Like I thought that was so like mind shattering and I loved it. So
I don't know why I think it's for time, but like I really love that. It was kind of part of iconic Big Brother in my opinion.
Oh, I totally agree. And okay, so I'm stopped right now there's a door there. There has never once been a door in that spot ever. And I love that. Like going into the bathroom.
Oh, where is that? Okay, I see.
There's the staircase going upstairs, but next it's always been an open area that goes into the bathroom. And there's usually that room that it used to be a workout room until like Big Brother 8 or 9, and then they turned it into like a loft room. So every season it's been that.
Oh, that room. Yeah. So what is it now though?
Yeah. So now we'll go into it, but basically it's a gym. So they put the gym in there. And I can tell you the reason that they probably did it is because they close them off from the backyard so often that people like want to work out. So they probably made that room into a workout room. That's probably it. Oh, we might be going into HOH though. Oh, this is the poker chip parlor. Okay. So we'll get into the bathroom, that area when we get to it. But this is the poker chip parlor room. So this is that upstairs loft. So they probably just moved the loft room upstairs to that area now. They closed it off, made it so you can, sit and chat there and strategize, because before there weren't like walls up and whatnot.
There's the chessboard. I'm like literally learning how to play chess just so I can go on Big Brother.
I love that. But do you like that there's like that little area upstairs, like that little loft area?
I mean, it's so classic Big Brother. Like when they can still look over. Are you talking about like looking over the landing and still being able to play chess, like that area?
Yeah.
I've always liked it just because you can see everybody, you can play chess, you can talk, and you're also, are you in your head of household? I can't remember. Yeah, HOH is up there too.
Yeah, HOH is up there, but they kind of move more stuff. So like usually now they have not rooms upstairs too, which we don't know what that looks like yet. So it'll be fun. And Afri.
Aw, thank you. Love you.
Love you too. We love you too. All right. And let's get back. Now we're in the bedrooms here. We got our reef room, which is like,
interesting.
It's like the way the beds are. It's kind of like you're like staring at another person. I kind of find that creepy, but that's just me.
I mean, I don't know how I feel. I've just never seen beds like that before.
I haven't either. It just looks weird, and like the setup's weird, and it's like you're sleeping, and it's like you're sleeping, and like you can like there's someone literally sleeping across from you, and it's like still close. It's kind of weird to me. I wonder
if they'll move their beds because they'll be like, this is dumb.
They could do that. You never know. I like this room, this coral room.
I love this room.
Like,
this
floor room. Like
so
the bed
cute.
is cool. Like I think this one's fun. I like this one the most so far. That's where I would want to sleep. And then we have lastly the yacht club room. The fancy room, as I call it.
The below deck, like charter guest suite.
Oh my god! Yeah, for below deck viewers, I agree with that one.
I mean, I'm obsessed with below deck. I wish that I covered it because it's so good.
Oh, okay. So, Afria, that's it. Now, thank you for letting me know. I will.
Oh, we got you Free. Okay, Free. Hey, Free.
All right, Free. Free, welcome to the pod. Awesome. Yeah. So we have our little yacht room, our below deck room. But by the way, if you watch Sailing Yacht this season, it was iconic.
I'm like, that's part 2 of the reunion.
I'm speechless. Okay, so this is where I was talking about. This is the spa room. So they have it closed off. It's the bathroom, which looks like a spa, and there's like a whole workout area now.
I definitely very much like it. I think it looks good. I think if they're trying to go for resort or even like beach club or yacht club or, tennis club, any club that you do in the summer, I think that they're nailing it with that spa style washroom.
Yeah, it's something so nice. It's fun. They haven't done that in a long time where they had the gym inside. I don't think the last time they did it was like All Stars season 7 was the last time there was a gym inside. So
that's a while ago. And maybe that is where everything went downhill.
I mean, I just think they need to like make a new house. I mean, this has been the same house they have used since Big Brother 6. Like, come on, y'all, let's get a new house together.
I mean, it saves them so much money.
It's true. I like it. All right, yeah. So let's go on to the HOH room, which is the VIP cabana. I like this. I think it's fun.
I mean, I wish they went more with the aesthetic of the bathroom.
Yeah.
For the HOH room.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm down. I'm down.
It's a bit ADHD. I can see that. Like it's very like.
If they were going to go ADHD, whatever it is, if they're going to go like everything's all over the place and like no real cohesiveness, I would have preferred if they went like kitsch. So they went like 1960s boat club, like, like with those light teal colors and like visors. And like, I wish they went that route as opposed to just an eyesore.
Oh, okay. Very nice. I mean, I get that vibe too. Like that's something it would work. I think.
Do you know, like, okay, on Big Brother Canada, where they had that shuffleboard competition where they're all dressed in like, floral shirts and visors and,
Yes.
like, what,
Like a
Tommy pants or whatever they're called.
Bahama. Yeah. I know exactly. Yeah, it was that look, like a floral look. I think would have been fun for this room.
Right? If you want to go super tacky, because then they can mix and match like ugly florals, but then have it be in like an interesting, like older aesthetic, 60s dated. Anyways, I would have gone dated.
I love that. Yeah, I think with that is the last room. Not 100% sure. Let's see. Pretty sure it's done after this room because we don't have like the have not room or anything. But yeah, that's
I mean, I love the house. I love Big Brother. I love the house. Like the house I'm never going to be really that mad at it. I'm always going to enjoy whatever mess they're going to throw our way.
I love it.
I can be a little bit critical, obviously, but like that's just to have something to say. But I don't really care. You know what I mean? I don't really care.
Now I just want this to start. We have 2 days until this premiere. I'm so excited right now.
Me too.
Are there any like predictions that you have for the premiere episode, the live launch?
I don't have any predictions, but I really want a woman to win the first head of household.
Me too. I want Claire to win. I think she's gunning for it. So
I want a woman to win because if you think about last season, if Cody, like I was so mad about it when it happened, didn't he default his win? His win wasn't legit. The fact that he could see the moving stars from Memphis who had gone before him, so he knew exactly what path would have the stable stars to step on.
Well, so he was unfair altogether with the women, that they got all the ones that were at the bottom and the guys got the ones that were right there. That was
absolutely. So for me, that's something that I even said when I did a few recaps, was like, I don't know. It seemed as though CBS did not want a woman to win that first HOH because they made it more difficult in the ball maze, and then they also allowed him to go without resetting all the stars, which was ridiculous. I know it's live, so that was probably a mistake, but they didn't need to make things different for the women for the ball maze. So I'm hoping, though, that they learn their lesson and to realize that if a guy wins in this age of Big Brother, it's not good for the whole season. A guy winning the first HOH.
We need a woman. We need a guy out first. We need one of those athletic boys out first round.
Hopefully of them, Christian, so then it doesn't interrupt any of our drafts.
Love that. That's what I'm hoping for. Christian out first.
Who needs him? Not me.
He does have first boot written on him. It's like him and Brittany kind of like have that first boot stereotype.
I can see it. And like I know that you're not a fan of Travis, but like he's probably going to get along with people. You know what I mean?
I think Travis. I think I made the right decision picking him. I really do. I think he'll be okay. I don't think. I don't think he's going to be a D-bag. I kind of got that first thing from. I think Brent is going to be more of a D-bag than him.
We'll have to see. I'm curious, just because he's a flight attendant, so I want to know like. The guy flight attendants that I work with, they're not D-bags.
Okay.
Like that are straight.
That's cool though. I like that he's like a straight male flight attendant, like work. So that's good. I think he could be fun. I think all of them have potential. I don't think there's anyone that I'm gonna hate yet. So it'll be interesting to see who I do hate, because I'm gonna hate someone eventually.
Absolutely. Pretty.
But no one as much as Nicole Franzel. I hate Nicole Franzel more than anybody, so it's cool.
She's not great. She's not great.
She gives Michiganders a bad rap. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's true. She is from your hood.
She is. Yeah, she was wearing a Michigan State sweatshirt on last season. I'm like, no, take it off. I went there.
Well, you can't win them all, right?
All right. Well, with that said, Chantele, do we have anything else further we want to discuss today, or are we good?
I don't think so, from what I can think of what's going on. Obviously, we've mentioned many times how excited we are for the premiere this Wednesday. So for me, I'm going to go live after the episode on Wednesday with JoJo and Jonathan. So we'll be talking about all the shenanigans that happen. We will do a draft pick after that first episode live as well. So like we'll get to see what they're like interacting, and then we'll do our little picks. So we're gonna have a little bit of an upper hand maybe in our knowledge. And yes, thank you, Josh. Those are all my little tings under there. So follow me at Reality Realness with 3 S's on YouTube. And I'm doing a lot of content right now. So daily at 2 p.m. Eastern, we're doing a little half an hour bite of Love Island UK. Starting on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern, me and Tamika, who is a friend from the chat, we will be going live and doing a cast assessment for Love Island US Season 3. And then every Wednesday after that, the day after the episode, we'll be going live as well. And Tuesdays at 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern, live with Tanya for The Bachelorette. And on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, going live to talk about Survivor South Africa with Sarah from Nerdtainment. And Josh and I will be going live on Sundays. We have not decided on a specific time yet, but we will. And we will be doing a live feeds Big Brother gossip news update for the week. So you can look forward to us getting back together on the regular to talk about the week's happening.
Which I'm so excited for, like more than anything. It's going to be awesome. Our live feed weekend update. We get to talk because everything happens on the weekend, as everyone knows. So like, it's going to be fun. We're ready for that. And you guys can follow Couch Potato Queens on Twitter. That's at Couch Potato QWNC, or subscribe to our channel, Couch Potato Queens, on YouTube. We have so much that we're doing as well. So we also will be going live after the eviction episodes once a week to discuss all the episodes for the week of Big Brother. That's going to be me and Alex. We'll have special guests as well. We might have a former Big Brother player that may have been on 2 seasons coming along with us for a couple of them too, which will be really fun. We also have our Bravo Bunch podcast with me, Sam Henson, and Christian that we post every Monday, going over the full week of Bravo episodes of all the shows, all the housewives. Alex goes live every Tuesday for Bachelorette with Ken.
Monday.
On Monday, yep. Yep. And then every Friday, me, Alex, and Sam do our Drag Race All-Stars episode as well, covering the last episode. We covered all the Laganja, the Stranja fun, come on All-Star 6, Let's Get Sickening. That was the last episode. It was so much fun, so check it out. And yeah, that's ours. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Mendels8. But yeah, that's our pod for the day. I'm so excited for every Sunday. Love that.
Sunday or summer.
All right, guys, with that said, we love you, and we will see you next Sunday. We will post on our social media when we decide. We will be live next Sunday for you, okay? Take care, everybody.